Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to the SciShow, your number one ranked YouTube channel for people who like beaver nuggets. If that's you, I appreciate you. I had no idea what beaver nuggets were. They sounded like something I really wouldn't want to put in my mouth uh, for an Australian, just with those terms, but apparently they're nice. So, all right, we're here to try and help as many people as we can get through the treasure quest. Uh, There are some ways of doing it with some lower heroes. It's very specific, and you just really need to be lucky and have the right heroes at the same time, really. So, mana control is key. I have seen it done with a couple of 3-star Dawns. Now, mine are not emblemed or limit broken. I do have two. So, the key is to put them sort of where Lady of Lake is on the uh, flanks and get as many minions up as early as you can and just mana control your way through it. Then you need to have three. You still need probably a healer or booster, preferably, uh, and a couple of damage dealers. And it's really just a matter of using those minions to completely control the enemy so they can't get their specials off and can't do any hits on you. I've got some greens here. I've got Lou B, who puts the minions up and gets some. Now, minions are a little dangerous. The boss can kill all those minions. However, because we've got the mana control of Lady of the Lake and Mina, again, you may not have these heroes. You could take Luna. I've gone green as the enemy boss is blue, so I'm just trying to get all those damage multipliers for the tiles as well. But you could use someone like a Luna who takes mana. You could use Water Pipe with her minions. Uh, there's a multitude of different ways it can be done. I've also got Armand who will put to sleep. I'm not sure if that actually works on the boss. That's the one thing I haven't tested yet. The boss is immune to a lot of things, mindless attack, silence. That's why stealing the mana is extremely useful. You need to build your team around whichever hero you've got that's going to be useful for that mana control. Someone like a Ludwig on your own team can be fantastic. If I had Ludwig here, he would be charging Mina and Lady of the Lake. I just clicked on those back to front. I'm sorry if that confused you. Um, but he would be constantly charging them, so you would just end up with minions upon minions, and also you'd have Mina constantly charged, so her fluff volleys. There's only three enemies on the last screen, so you can, especially if you kill the ones on the side, every bit of mana control is going to go against the boss. You've only got to then worry about his normal attacks. You've just got to make sure you've got enough survivability with boosted health or healing. Without any further ado, let's get into it. My heroes are quite strong, so they'll probably survive this. But again, it can be done with lesser heroes, but just have patience. You may need to replay it a couple of times. Uh, you may need to, yeah, just get lucky with tiles. And like you can see here, it's a pretty slow board. So it might just be a case of playing it a couple of times until you do get a few green tiles at the start. Their ailments do a huge amount of damage. You can see there, that's just done a lot of damage straight up. So you've got to try and stop those ailments getting on you. I'm actually just going to use an item here to get myself up and running. I'm just going to fire them off. The fact it's not hurting them doesn't really matter. Did that in the wrong order. I know I've just got him to test his Mega Minion. I wouldn't normally put him next to Lady of the Lake, as obviously his Mega Minion overrides her minion. So now we're just going to go and see what sort of damages we get. Definitely not an easy challenge. Even when you have really good heroes, it can be quite tough. Certain items, like someone to cleanse, I actually like taking a reflector that can reflect those ailments back. It doesn't generally afflict them because they go into hiding, but it is just something that can be quite useful. And I've wasted all my items early here, so it's not actually looking too good. But again, with a bad board, you sort of don't have a lot of. I'm not going to use Armand. I'm just going to let his minion do more work for me. You can see there the mana control. It just means they're not firing their specials. Really want that burn to hurry up and go away. It's almost going to kill me, so I do need to try and get some more healing. Use your dragon as much as you can. Definitely need to use his mega minion now for a bit of protection. Get some heal. So on these sort of second stage, I'm wanting to try and get as much as I can, as much health, as much boost, as many of my special skills, and as many green tiles or whatever color tiles you need to take into that final round. Just going to try and kill these things off where I can. And then we can just end up. Now, it will be hard here to actually get everything I need because I do have the Fluff Follies and the Mega Minion doing some damage. We'll just, there we go. Now it's a matter of using the green tiles, trying to control their mana. As I said, I don't have any items left because I have been a bit dodgy earlier on. I'm going to use the time stop just to stop his. It doesn't stop his attack, but it actually gets rid of his mana, which is quite useful. It wasn't a great board or great sort of round here, but I'm still just slowly getting things done. Lost my booster. Just try and eke it out. That really hurt. Lost some green tiles. Now I know that the Fluff Follies are always going to hit him, so I'm kind of safe for a little while from his special skill. That's where someone like Amina and or Luna can be extremely useful. Once you get him down to himself, you kind of have that protection there. The sleep doesn't appear to work, so that's nice to know. The Fluff Follies are just going to keep taking his mana, although they didn't then for some reason. Yes, they did. And now we're a bit stuffed. Well, that was dumb. So not an absolute fantastic display of how to do it, but you can see even with not a great board, things didn't go my way. I lost my booster. We've still got it done. Again, you need to be substituting as many of those heroes with similar ones you have. Mana control is key. I hope you got Ludwig in the recent Fated summons and you have him leveled, as he will be a huge help. Yeah, I hope I did make another video previous time, so I've sort of just expanded on that, given a few more examples, and tried to beat it with a not, if you've got better heroes, use them. Someone like a Darkfeather who's just going to hit that follow-up damage over and over again. Anyone that can control that mana. Hope that makes sense. I hope that really helps you get through this time. And best of luck.